Over the last year, the United States recorded over 140 days of devastating hailstorms. This sudden increase is so profound that insurance companies are now withdrawing coverage for hail losses entirely, treating these events as an unmanageable risk. Along the shores of major waterways, we are seeing formations that challenge standard meteorological explanations. These perfectly spherical ice balls are crowding the shoreline by the thousands. They do not resemble natural ice pack. They appear as uniform, geometric shapes. This is coupled with weather whiplash. Regions experiencing record-breaking spring warmth are hit with a 40-degree temperature drop within 24 hours. These sudden flash freezes are destroying billions in agricultural crops precisely as they begin to bloom. Above the surface, massive, unexplained booming noises are being reported globally. These skyquakes rattle structures and trigger seismic sensors, yet they occur without thunderstorms, sonic booms from aircraft, or any other obvious source. When these accelerating extremes are viewed together, uninsurable hail, geometric ice, and atmospheric shockwaves, they stop looking like a random patchwork of natural climate change and begin to reveal a consistent, repeating pattern of destruction. Scientists recently used advanced instrumentation to study airborne particles over the Western Hemisphere. They discovered toxic pollutants known as MCCPs, medium-chain chlorinated paraffins, drifting through the air column for the first time. Rather than investigating an industrial source for these ubiquitous airborne toxins, the research team suggested they were being released into the sky from municipal sewage sludge spread across farm fields. Beneath the surface, the Atlantic meridional overturning circulation, the planet's primary heat distribution current, is slowing down. A collapse of this system would be catastrophic for the climate of Europe and the Americas, as it would trap heat in the tropics while freezing the north. This disruption of oceanic systems is forcing marine life into dangerous, unfamiliar territory. Gray whales are abandoning established migration patterns and venturing into San Francisco Bay. For many starving animals, this detour is a final, deadly stop. The scientific establishment continues to document these symptoms while remaining silent on the massive physical variable currently being introduced into our atmosphere. Solar radiation management, or SRM, is the large-scale covert intervention in the Earth's atmosphere. It involves the continuous dispersion of particulate matter from jet aircraft to artificially block sunlight. The materials being dispersed are a toxic cocktail of heavy metals, polymer nanoparticles, graphene, and coal fly ash, a hazardous industrial byproduct that contains bioavailable aluminum and other toxins. This diagram illustrates the dual impact of this particulate layer. While it blocks some incoming sunlight, it also acts as a thermal blanket, trapping heat rising from the surface. Simultaneously, these chemical elements degrade the ozone layer and physically alter atmospheric moisture through chemical ice nucleation. The particles cause clouds to unnaturally solidify and freeze, creating engineered cold snaps. These operations are augmented by ionosphere heater installations, ground-based transmitters that utilize high-frequency waves to manipulate atmospheric pressure zones. These transmitters superheat the upper atmosphere, causing the air mass to wave spam violently and then abruptly collapse back on itself. This reaction creates a sudden, massive shock wave, the true source of skyquakes. These atmospheric reactions are the direct, measurable fallout of an undeclared chemical and biological war being waged in our skies. Maintaining an operation of this scale requires the active complicity of the highest levels of government and environmental oversight. In this photograph, we see the political face of this institutional cooperation. Environmental agencies are currently gutting regulations for the disposal of coal ash, a material that contains hazardous heavy metals, to facilitate its reuse in industrial operations. Political think tanks, such as the Heartland Institute, shown here, are funded to push a narrative of climate denial. By framing the climate crisis as a hoax, they create a smokescreen that prevents any public investigation into the spraying occurring overhead. The mainstream media supports this effort by saturating the public with political theater and foreign conflict, ensuring life support systems are dismantled without public interference. This alignment of political power and media reach is a highly functioning machine. It is designed to protect the climate engineering agenda by keeping the population divided and distracted while the biosphere is systematically poisoned. These interventions are triggering unstoppable feedback loops. This photograph of the Arctic shows sea ice that is heavily fragmented and unnaturally dark. Instead of reflecting sunlight, the polar regions are now absorbing even more heat, accelerating the global meltdown. As the permafrost thaws, it is becoming more permeable, releasing massive quantities of trapped methane and radioactive radon gas. This release creates a self-reinforcing cycle of warming that the climate engineers cannot control. The planet's forests are also reaching a breaking point. Toxic rain and ozone depletion are killing trees so rapidly that many forests have flipped from carbon sinks to carbon sources, releasing more carbon than they absorb as they die. The mainstream push for clean energy is a dangerous distraction. Electric vehicles and wind turbines do not address the deliberate daily poisoning of our air, of our water, and our soil. Institutional saviors will not solve this. We must take personal responsibility to distribute physical evidence and credible data to our communities, bypassing the digital censorship that protects these operations. Forcing the hidden reality of climate engineering into the light of day is the only path left to us. We are currently on a trajectory toward near-term planetary homicide, and the time to halt it is running out.